Debate about the Lower Thames crossing is continuing to rumble on. The Highways England project, which involves a new road tunnel between Tilbury and Gravesend, aims to ease congestion using the Dartford crossing over the M25. Many businesses in Essex support the proposals, but local residents and councillors in Thurrock have widely criticised the plan. And Thurrock Council set up a task force to campaign for an alternative that suits people in the borough in a better way. Peter Smith of the Thurrock Independence political party is the chairman of the Thames Crossing Action Group, having just been selected for a second term leading the task force.
It's something that I'm passionate about. This is one of the largest road projects in the UK in the next decade or so, and so I'm pleased that I'm able to be a part of their plans, even though I'm objecting to them, to take the scheme forward. And if this is going to be done to us, which I suspect more than likely will, it's incumbent on myself and the task force to mitigate the damage as much as possible. But I really enjoy the role, and I'm glad that I've got the second term.
In terms of what's happened so far, talk to me about some of the stuff that the task force has been doing and kind of the success rate you think that the task force has achieved. When
Council put the task force together last September, pretty much what we had was a road in the sky, something equivalent to a spaghetti junction type thing with the A13. And by consultation with Highways England and laying down what Thurrock wants, we've managed to mitigate a lot of that, and now a lot of the road is now down to ground level, the bulk of it, and a lot of it contours the landscape. So we're quite pleased that we've been able to influence Highways England in that respect. One of the biggest wins for us, which Highways England objected for a long time, was we demanded a full health impact assessment because of the air quality. For months and months and months, Highways England wouldn't go down that road, didn't want to, and eventually, with enough pressure from the Borough of Thurrock, Kent County Council, Essex County Council, and some of the other neighbouring boroughs, one letter from all of the directors of public health, and we got the win. And that's good news for the residents of Thurrock and the wider Essex residents.
What do you think, obviously that's stuff that you've now managed to achieve, what do you think are kind of your biggest tasks going forward as a task force?
It's incumbent upon us to continue to point out to Highways England that, in our view, that this project is flawed, it is folly, it appears they're creating another bottleneck adjacent to an existing bottleneck. So we're going to continue to oppose this plan. All 49 councillors are opposed to this, and we think really that Highways England should go back to the drawing board and sort out the problems at Dartford first. I mean, that would be a good place to start.
You've mentioned at the start that you think this is something that's probably going to happen. Do you think that there's going to have to eventually be some sort of compromise from both sides?
I suspect there will. There will have to be some compromise. Where Thurrock is going to bend, I don't know. But one thing that's really annoying a lot of people, and it's only just surfaced, is that prior to last week, the land grab by Highways England was 12,000 square kilometres. At this task force meeting, we have been told that the land grab is going to increase to 21,000 square kilometres, which is something akin to a 70% increase. So I think Campaign for Rural England are probably going to want to take a look at this, and there's some other environmental groups that are probably going to want to take a look as well.
Obviously, you're working with the council, but I imagine that a lot of people involved are members of the public. What would your advice be to them in order to fight this campaign?
I'd urge all residents to get involved, to write to their councillor, write to the local MP, join the Lower Thames Crossing Action Group, which is an online association. There's about 10,000 men and women that participate there. And there's the consultation, statutory consultation taking part over the next 3 months. We're just waiting for the start date for that. And I would urge residents to go along, take a look at what Highways England are planning, and to have their voice heard. Get involved is probably the simplest answer.
That's Councillor Peter Smith talking about the proposed Lower Thames crossing.